In its quest to provide an open forum for discussion of controversial issues, this station allows hosts and their guests to express themselves without any significant censorship. You are advised that any view expressed by the host or their guest are not necessarily the views of the owners or management of TogiNet Radio, Togi Entertainment, or the Owners Group, Inc.
It's time for Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues today, with Sandra Beck and Christy Holly. Ladies, Motherhood Talk Radio is here to give you a powerful platform by giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. Motherhood Talk Radio has interviews with best-selling authors, gurus of happiness, and women of interest who every single day make our world a better place for our families. Motherhood Talk Radio, powered by Motherhood Incorporated, is on the air now. Moms, this really is your show. Motherhood Talk Radio. And now, here are your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas, this is Sandra Beck, and we're live today with Christy Holly, Rick Swanson, and Tracy Costan, and we're going to attempt to do a really great show on belly dancing. I'm excited.
You should be excited. I am. I really am.
Walking around the office sounding like the littlest jingle bell.
The biggest jingle bell.
Well, you know what? That's part of the new trend that's happening, though, is like big girls wear hip scarves and they go to Zumba and they shake their fat off. Because that's what I do.
Well, I would do that if I liked it more.
Oh, come on. How can you not like Zumba? I mean, it's so much fun.
You know what? I want it to be so much fun. I really do. But, okay, there is a girl in the Zumba class.
Hey! Oh, my God, it was just almost a huge collision in the office. It was like a big bear hitting a little girl with like a Zumba skirt on, or a belly skirt.
I know. Well, I just want to say...
belly bouncing.
I know, right?
Oh, my God. Now Christy went in the other room.
I just want to say that the Zumba people... And if you are one of these girls that does this, please don't. There is one girl that was totally gets right in front of the instructor, and she shadows her so you can't see what her moves are.
Well, maybe she's a very serious Zumba person.
It is so
annoying. She wants to follow the teacher. It's kind of mean.
If you do that, Sandra, I will kick your butt if I go with you. I cannot stand it.
All right.
I'm just saying, because you get in the back and you can't see what she's doing, and then you get, like, a crappy workout, and I go to the gym because I don't have a lot of time, and when I go there, I want to get a good workout, so that's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, then why don't you elbow your way to the front of the room?
Well, I don't want to be in the front, God.
Excuse me. So let me get this straight.
Yes.
You go to a Zumba class with 200 other sweating, jumping people. Don't get in your way, but don't stand in the front where you can see.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is unreasonable talk radio.
Well, it's not 200 people, exaggerator, but it's, enough to where you don't have to be exactly right behind the instructor. Like, have some courtesy.
What if there's like some big fatty in front of you that you can't see?
Will you maneuver yourself? Yeah, stagger. Stagger yourself.
Right. Well... I just want to say, I think men should take Zumba, and
why is that?
Because we want to see you
think
Zumba.
I want to see you shake it.
There are some men in there. They're just a little,
What? What are they?
Just a little too good at dancing. You've seen the guys down there, Sam, haven't you? There's a couple like the regulars that they're always in the class.
You mean the two fat guys?
See, I wasn't going to say it.
Okay.
But yes.
I will say it, yes. There are two homosexual men that take that class, but there's also a couple straight guys in the back that don't know their right from their left. But it's a lot of fun.
The straight guys are in the back?
Yeah, they hide in the back with the people who don't know their right from their left. Sometimes I'm back there.
Gotcha.
But it is really fun, and it's a good workout. And I mean, Rick, come on. How happy am I when I wear one of these little jingly things around the office?
Ridiculously happy.
It's hard not to feel fun and frolicky and sexy and, wearing these little jingle skirts. I think this is why they've been around since, 1400 BC. Maybe that's the reason. I mean, Rick, don't you think they're sexy? Aren't belly dancers sexy? You better say
Belly
they're
dancers is sexy. I don't know if the shakers necessarily. I don't know. I just like the dancers.
Oh, okay.
Is that bad?
No, but I mean, it's hard not to, like, anybody listening today, I would encourage you to go on Amazon. You can get them for like $5. They'll ship them right to you. They come in all these different rainbow colors. They have little coins on them, and they make jingly noises.
Balls will not the answer.
Oh. Christy, don't you like the jingly noise?
I do like the, I have to say, I'm jingling myself around out here.
No, you're just a big, mean, like, Zumba nasty.
Zumba Nazi. Yes, I am.
Yes, not in a good way, not trying to get us all to work out.
That's not true. I'm just saying what I don't like. If people didn't do that, I would go, maybe.
Well, you know what? Maybe we could try a different class. We'll come together. I'll stay out of your way.
All right.
I will tell you one thing that, you know, like for me, I was trained in ballet. My mom wanted me to have class and style and all these things.
What?
I know. Woo, didn't work out, Mom. But one of the things, like, you know, that I've noticed, like, with Zumba and then with belly dancing is that it's okay now for women to really shake, like shake their assets, shake what they've got, you know, do the little booty bounce, all these things. And it's so much fun. And it's like the first time that I think here in the United States that people can go into, you know, the gym and really shake. And I think, you know, music videos have helped us a lot because it is really fun to go shake your assets and just make a difference in your body while you're having fun instead of just sitting on these machines all the time or, you know, the 24 sculpt. Do you remember when we did that awful dance class with weights?
Yeah.
I think at one point I was laying in the back of the class, Rick. I wouldn't get off the board, the step board. I just laid on it. And
is that the one I see with everybody with the dumbbells and the barbells, like dancing
24
and
lifts.
lifting? Or
yeah, I mean,
what?
who wants to dance with dumbbells? I mean,
hey.
Well, we do it sometimes.
Dumbbells as a partner or dumbbells as a workout method. But it is fun. And the music is fun. Zumba is really fun with the music, and it's similar to like the belly dancing music. You know, Rick, you were researching belly dance music. What did you notice when you went on iTunes about the different music availabilities for belly dance?
Well, it's ridiculous. I mean, you just type it in, and there's tons of stuff, and it's multicultural. There's all different influences. There's Latin influence. You have an Lebanese type. You have Egyptian. It's all really all over. So I guess there's something for everybody. If you like belly dancing music, there's a ton of it out there.
Well, I think it's really
But I'm not claiming to be an expert at any imagination.
Well, no, you won't even put on your hip scarf. I mean, Tracy, who's doing our belly dancing lesson today, brought you a big, giant man hip scarf. And it has jingles on it, too.
It's really nice. I think you should wear it.
It sparkles. It'll jingle along with your chest hair.
Oh.
But it is really fun. I mean, and it's something that I think everybody can do. And when Tracy comes on, you know, I was reading in her biography that, you know, she was belly dancing when she was pregnant, you know, and when I look at the belly dancing people online, like some are fat, some are thin, some are young, some are old. So it seems like it's something that everybody can do. But we're gonna ask her more about that when she comes on after the break. And did you know what Rick made, Christy? He made us something special.
He did? What is it?
Yeah. Rick, what did I ask you to do about, 30 minutes before airtime?
Oh, the whole song compilation fiasco. Trying to edit on the fly.
What is going on?
Yeah, you're going to get to hear it, you know.
Yeah, when we come back from the commercial break, Rick has put together...
I will not use this as my musical resume.
Well, but you did a good job, especially on the fly. I mean, we were on the air in an hour, and I'm like, hey, Rick, want to mix some music?
Yeah. Blood pressure.
Oh, no. Well, I was all nervous because last night I was trying to figure out how to do these different dance moves with my little 3-year-old son, and he could do, like, the booty clap and the booty bounce much better than I could.
Let me guess which son.
Movements in belly dancing, or is that some sort of a dance?
That might lead to poles and whatnot.
Well,
I said that.
The pole dancing?
No, the booty clapping, snapping.
Yeah, she goes, is that akin to really belly dancing, or is that something else?
Yeah, what is that?
Well,
exactly?
the booty bounce.
Especially with your son.
Yeah, I don't know, but, it's fun, and it's like you get to shake your butt, and anytime, seriously, anytime a kid shakes his butt and his mom rolls over laughing, he's a hero, any way you slice it. Isn't that true, Christy?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And what's the favorite thing they love to do? Once they get their diaper off and they're in their little big boy pants, then they want to go, ooh, look at my booty.
Yep.
Or at least that was mine. The experience with my kids. How about you?
Same.
But, I've also noticed that some of us never grow out of it, because when I put on, Tracy brought over these different hip scarves from different countries to try on and play with, and I had on the red one, Christy, that you had on, and the first day I brought it back, I was like, look at this, and like, shake, doesn't it make my butt look cute? Shake. So I guess we never
So for
grew
you,
out of that.
pretty much, booty shaking, ass clapping, butt jiggle, whatever you want to call it, it's just fun, innocuous, innocent.
Well, I wouldn't say it's innocent fun. It's
right, because like that video I showed you
fun.
earlier, definitely not totally innocent.
But there's something funny about butts. There's something about shaking butts that are fun, whether you're the shaker or the watcher of the shaker. Because I was laughing my butt off when I looked online and saw there were male belly dancers. Really?
Still doesn't mean I'm going to do it.
Oh, come on. It kind of goes along with the manscaping. You kind of manscape
I've laid
the
off
belly.
that, though. As you can tell, it's reforesting or whatever.
We have been reforested in a very manly way. But I still think there's room for sparkles and shimmies and little gold coins to shake off.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. All right, we will see. When we come back from the break, we will see if Rick Swanson, a.k.a. Stupid Diet Guy, will put on a hip scarf, or what I call a shimmy shaker, because I think that would be really fun. And, Chrissy, I have to tell you, that red one really works for you.
I know. Well, probably the black one works better, but I'm not going to put it on.
Well, I'll trade you.
You don't want to be black on black. Too much black.
That is too much black.
It's not too much black. It's never too much black.
There isn't?
No.
Really?
How about green and black?
Green and black is bad.
Green and black is bad. And when we come back from break, we're going to welcome Tracy Costan, and we're going to talk about belly dancing, the history of it. We're going to go over some fancy dance moves, and everybody at home, I expect you to get up off the couch, or even if in your office, just kind of shimmy in your cubicle, because life is too short not to.
Exactly.
That's right. My name is Sandra Beck. I'm the host of Motherhood Talk Radio, along with Christy Holly and Rick Swanson. Our guest Tracy Costan will join us after the break, and we're going to shake our booties.
Mom, here's your show, Motherhood Talk Radio, giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. This is Motherhood Talk Radio, and we'll be right back after these.
Hi everybody, this is Pete Dix of Beatles and Beyond. Why don't we all come together and hear some of the tracks off the latest Beatles release on this radio station. Yes, why don't you look up the schedules on this radio station and join me and Beatles listeners everywhere to hear these latest releases from the Beatles on Beatles and Beyond with Pete Dix.
It's time to capture the simple piece of the Amish in your own life. Amish Wisdom with Suzanne Woods Fisher. Thursday afternoons at 5, 4 Central. Each week, Suzanne will have conversations with guests about living a life that incorporates principles of the Amish without going Amish. She'll cover the practical, simplicity, slowing down, reducing clutter, putting the brakes on materialism. The historical, how have the Amish survived for 400 years? How can we hold on to what we hold dear? And the spiritual, treasuring important values, honoring the past, and increasing peace of mind. You don't have to become Amish to make personal peace a reality. Amish Wisdom will help all of us live a simpler life. For more information, go to SuzanneWoodsFisher.com. With Amish Wisdom, Suzanne offers us a glimpse into a world of peace, serenity, and total commitment to family and God. This show just might change the way you live your life. It's Amish Wisdom with Suzanne Woods Fisher. Thursday afternoons at 5, 4 Central on TogiNet.com. Welcome back to Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues. For more information, check out the website, motherhoodtalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the show with your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Motherhood Talk Radio. We are having our belly dance show today. I'm all zen from belly dancing. It's kind of
belly dancing.
It is belly dancing. And I got the belly after 2 kids to do that belly dancing.
Me too.
Oh.
Dang it.
That was a really nice musical interlude provided today by Shotgun Rick Swanson.
Hey.
Well, good job, friend. Always good to have you, stretch your skills and put together a belly dancing mix for us prior to the show, really close to that time.
Right, and then you can freak out your producer in Texas, too, at the same time, so.
Well, you do multitask, and you do a good
fabulous.
Job, even if you won't wear a hip scarf. But we're going to get him to wear that hip scarf before we go off the air. What do you think, Chris? Do you think you can do it?
At least maybe in private. I don't know.
Oh, would that make you a private dancer? Dancing for money. Oh, my God, you even know the lyrics?
Yes.
Oh.
Tina Turner?
I know, but I'm just,
Are you surprised?
You always impress me. It's just, no matter how long we're friends and how long we're on the air, there's still things I don't know about you.
Oh, well, I know some Tina Turner songs.
So will you privately dance for me? Me? Yeah, of course. Okay. All right. Well, our guest today is Tracy Costan, and she is she's the closest we're ever going to get to professional belly dancer. And but she's really good. Well, let's bring her on. Okay, Tracy, are you with us?
I am. How are you?
There she is. Now she looks like a belly dancer, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
I know. She's like I don't know, whatever's your ethnicity, but you look Middle Eastern.
I'm actually Cuban, but I do look Middle Eastern, yes.
Yes, you do. You do. You're Cuban. So that's where you get the great skin, the great hair, and then she's kind of got that little cute, petite, we're kind of Barbie goes Moroccan over here.
That's right. You're too kind.
That's right. It's a little different. It's a little different because it's really, when you're tall and blonde, it just doesn't have that same feel. No, it looks more like a stripper than a belly dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tracy, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like how does somebody go from being like mild-mannered mother reporter to, like kind of cool belly dancer?
Well, I'll tell you, for everyone it's a little bit different. For me, I was married and a little bored, and I wanted to do something fun and feel sexy at the same time, and I just looked into belly dancing. It just was something I saw on television one day, and I thought, that looks like fun. I love the music. I love the costumes. I love the dance moves, and I basically went to the Yellow Pages, the first dance studio I found, I went to, and I was fortunate enough to have found a great one, a dancer who's been dancing for 30 years, and just a beautiful Egyptian dancer. And I fell in love with it, and I just started dancing about 10 years ago, and fell in love with the dance and decided it was for me.
So belly dancing is not like in your cultural nature because you're Cuban. They don't do belly dancing, though, do they?
No, it is not. It is not. It is definitely Middle Eastern, and the Middle East is so diverse with the different countries that there's all types of Middle Eastern belly dancing, but definitely it originated in Egypt.
Oh, in Egypt. So
Yes.
it's Egyptian. So like those like cute little Egyptian outfits, that people wear, like you see in hieroglyphics where they're like not to be like walk like an Egyptian, but they have those little things that are like walk like an Egyptian. Those are like old. Oh, are you doing sound effects?
Yeah.
Like walk like an Egyptian. And
yes, it did. It did originate in Egypt. It did.
That is really cool because, when I was looking online, they were saying, like, it dates back, like, predates, like, 1,400 years, like, the birth of Christ. That's a long time to belly dance.
It's a long time.
It is. And centuries ago, the belly dancers used to dance for the kings and the courts and for royalty, and they would bring them in as entertainers, and people would throw coins at them, the money at them, and they would go home and sew the coins onto their hip scarves. And that's how the coin hip scarf became. History is because of way back when the dancers used to sew their coins onto the hip scarves. So that is how the whole coin hip scarf thing began.
So the jinglies, what I call the jinglies on the shimmies, which, because I'm classy. but they're coins. They're actually coins. I guess, they are little circly things.
Yes.
Mine have little Roman soldier heads. He's doing something dirty. No. What do you have on yours? You have I don't know, you have little Middle Eastern things. And you have those evil eye beads looking at you.
Is it an evil eye? What is it?
It's an evil eye. And Christy's wearing a Turkish belly dancing hip scarf, which is velvet.
Very
and
nice.
The Turkish ones tend to be velvet, and a lot of them have the evil eye, which is the good luck charm. And what you're wearing, Sandra, is chiffon, which is basically Egyptian. Hip scarves are chiffon.
Mine's the cheap-ass version. It's like chiffon. It doesn't have the evil eye. I'm like, oh, I'm going to give you the evil eye right back. Look at this. Oh, so belly dancing, is it like, because the thing is, when I belly dance, I feel like all sexy and cute and fun. Is it really meant to entice someone, or is it, intended to be fun, or is it just plain old belly entertainment?
I think that it depends on if you're teaching an adult or a child. Definitely when I'm teaching my little ones, my younger girls, I tend to teach a different way. I do teach belly dancing moves, but I do less chest shimmies and less pelvic moves. And I try to incorporate more salsa and more arabesque and different types of dance moves that fit little girls. For adult women, yes, it can be very sexual, and it is a very sensual dance. It's a very feminine dance, but it does tend to have that history behind it where it is a sensual dance, definitely.
So I shouldn't make, duck noises when I'm doing it. Well, yeah, maybe to another duck. Rick said that would be sexy, but, I don't think he said that. But it is, when I see, I go to the Persian restaurant in town, and it's close by, but they had one night belly dancing. That was the one where I took a lot of heat from the local population because I took Max and Zach to see the belly dancers, and they were beautiful, Tracy. They were some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, and they were their costumes were really gorgeous. They were beaded and brocade and things hanging off, and they were coming and doing this da-da-da-da-da, thing, and, I gave my 3-year-old, my 5-year-old a $5 bill and told them to go tuck it in their belly dance outfit. And they didn't, stick their hand in their pants or stick their hand in their shirts. They just tucked it very respectfully, preparing
in
for
their hip
older.
belt, probably, yeah.
Yeah, but that's part of the culture. It's not meant to be. I thought it was, Tracy, a way to honor. I took a lot of flack because I also took pictures, and I'm like, look at Max with the belly dancer. But, it's we need to respect the female form, and they weren't doing anything vulgar or sexual. It was just a beautiful dance, and that's what I took away from it.
Exactly. And that's the difference between exotic stripper dancing and exotic belly dancing. There's a huge difference, and that's hopefully what I'm trying to show the difference in and when I teach. But definitely, I think it's adorable to see the young ones dance and to see the young ones dance with the older dancers. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all, but then again, I'm a dancer.
That's true. Well, but I love to dance too, and the thing is, like you said, there's different types of moves for like chest, hips,
Exactly.
And and if you're trying not to be overtly sexual, you're probably not going to do like the booty shimmy. You might be slower and more. Well, I don't know, but that's sexy too.
Yeah. I think it's going to be sexy when she puts the scarf on.
I think so. The hip scarf is very sexy.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm turned on looking at you right now.
There you go. And Sandra, with what you said about the restaurant and the beautiful dancers, restaurants tend to hire beautiful, perfect-figured girls because they want to bring in the people to see them.
It brought me in.
But I'll tell you, some of the best dancers I've seen, and some of them are quite beautiful, but some of the best dancers I've seen in true belly dancing venues are bigger gals that can just really move, and their isolation movements are incredible. So, really.
Okay.
I'll tell you, and I'm not just saying that.
I believe you. So, like a traditional belly dancer's costume, I know, like the scarf, but what do they wear on the top? Is it like a bikini top? I mean, what is...
They're called bra tops, and basically what it is a beaded bra. It's a beaded bra or bikini top.
Mm-hmm. Or a tribal bra. When I was on town, I was looking at the tribal bras. I'm thinking of getting one.
That's just very heavily beaded, and that's what you wear. And then the skirt part is actually a belt. It's a big hip belt that's beaded, and then you sew on a chiffon skirt or a velvet skirt to it.
Okay.
And
is your tummy is that bare, or do they have that sheer material
you can if you're tummy shy, I like to call it tummy shy, you can buy those nude or black colored midriffs, or you can put a long dangling hip scarf type coins on the bra.
Okay.
To dangle down half your stomach to kind of hide your tummy as well.
Good call. That's for those that, need that.
Well, one time I will tell you, I did see a belly dancer who was huge. I mean, she was ginormous. She had this giant belly that hung over like a beer belly, and it was really disgusting and fascinating at the same time because she could move. It's exactly what Tracy's talking about. I mean, she wasn't stacked. She wasn't all, sexy doing this thing. She was kind of like fat and probably 60, but she would do these things. I actually stood up and I'm like trying to do the things she's doing because it wasn't about a flat tummy. It wasn't about, this thing. And when we come back from break, we're going to actually have a dance lesson.
All right.
With Tracy, and Rick is all ready to cue us up when we come back from the break. Sandra, Christy, and Rick will have a belly dancing lesson from Tracy Costan, and it's going to be fun, so tune in.
Mom, here's your show, Motherhood Talk Radio, giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. This is Motherhood Talk Radio, and we'll be right back after these. Get ready for the Not So Soccer Mom, Tuesday afternoons at 1 Eastern, noon Central, on TogiNet with Jill Hickey. You name it, from politics to pop culture to Jill's search for the perfect bronzer and chicken salad. The Not So Soccer Mom will weigh in on it all. The sentence, "I have no opinion about that," is one that Jill has never uttered. In the early 90s, Jill finally decided to put her thoughts, opinions, mom advice, love of pop culture, hummus, and Starbucks, working out, cosmetic shopping, and politics into an actual website, and thus NotSoSoccerMom.com was born. Shortly after her fourth child, a boy, Jerome, now she's really got tons of topics to share with you. This is Laugh Out Loud Funny, and we're not kidding. What's a loud Nebraska girl who lived in Little Rock for many years and now is up in the Northeast doing? Chronicling her opinions on everything. The wheels aren't off yet, but it's close. It's the Not So Soccer Mom with Jill Hickey, Tuesday afternoons at 1 Eastern, noon Central, on TogiNet.com. I am not the woman I used to be. I'm free with Minister Diane Jones. Monday nights at 10, 9 Central on TogiNet. This is your chance, ladies, to hear stories of hope and healing from someone who's been there. Someone who has fought back from the horrors of incest. Minister Diane's innocence was stolen from her in the land of alcoholism and mental illness, which led to her being emotionally, physically, and sexually abused by her parents. Yet in spite of this trauma, she has gone on to become a successful wife, mother, registered nurse, and minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Not the Woman I Used to Be. I'm Free is a straight-up show to enlighten you and to lighten your load. Do not let the weight of this world or the things that have happened to you control your life. For more on the show and Diane and her book, The Story of Me, email her directly from her show page here on TogiNet. Then, join us for I'm Not the Woman I Used to Be. I'm Free with Minister Diane Jones. Monday nights at 10, 9 Central on TogiNet.com. Welcome back to Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues. For more information, check out the website, motherhoodtalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the show with your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas, if you could see what I see, you would change the dial.
Someone has lost the britches.
Yeah, Christy just lost. She did. She just lost her hip scarf. And the funny thing was, she wasn't even dancing.
The timing was impeccable.
Because he held up a sign that said sexy.
Oh, wait a minute. He held up a sign and said sexy to you?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that's the cue to be sexy. It's the cue card. She's like going to town and lost her pants. Or scarf.
I
I'm
see.
embarrassed. I'm so red.
Well, your skirt's red.
I know.
And your hip scarf was just right around your ankles. Which
I know.
Was...
I just got it.
Highlight reel right there, Christy.
Okay, all right. Well, see, but that shows me, I always think about, pornography and think that there should be a market for funny porn. Well, there should be a market for funny belly dancing. That was really funny. Tracy?
I always tell my girls before they go on to perform to safety pin their hip scarves to their clothing.
Oh, good call. That is so
I saw a girl
smart.
lose her top belly dancing.
Yes, you want to
Really?
be pinned.
Locally. It was at the Little Night Music Talent Show.
Oh, my goodness.
And my dad's actually filming it. I don't know where the actual video went.
That's great
But he's
to win
like,
money.
wow. And she's dancing off the back thing, just pop. And it came off, and she caught it and just was holding it and trying to get off the stage.
Was this at the school?
This was at the
Community club.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so she's probably over 18.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise,
Sell it.
yeah, that's why I'm going to jail.
It was a family event.
It was a family. Like little brothers in there.
Yeah, it's like Christian's gone wild.
And it wasn't me.
Right.
Let's be clear.
Disclaimer, it was not her.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so we're going to try something that really hasn't been done before because I looked up radio shows about belly dancing, and there aren't a lot. In fact, there weren't any that I could find. So we're going to break new ground. All right. So, Tracy, you're going to give us and everybody listening at home a quick tutorial on how to do your basic belly dance steps.
Okay.
So, okay. We have putty in your hands.
So stand up, bare feet, very important. Feet together.
Come on, Rick. You have bare feet.
Knees together. Rick won't do it. Thighs together.
Thighs together.
Tuck in your butt and your pelvis and your shoulders back.
So you don't stick out your butt. You
No.
tuck it under.
No. We tend to stick out our chest and our butt, and that's really bad.
But that looks
As
cute
women.
in your clothes.
It does. But the correct posture is to have a straight back, is to tuck in your butt and your pelvis, shoulders back. And that will always give you your center. Your belly is your center for belly dancing, and it helps with all the isolation moves. So you
Yeah,
move your
except
upper
here's
body.
the thing, Trace, is for somebody like me and, well, Chrissy's got some junk in the trunk, but here's the thing. I'm a white girl. I got the white girl's ass. If I don't stick it out, there is no ass.
You're just going to move it.
But you know what?
We're looking for the jingle.
With belly dancing, you
your belly, not
definitely,
your butt.
if you're doing it right, the moves will come out right, and they're not looking at, hopefully, your body. They're looking at the moves.
Oh.
Fixate on the ass.
Okay,
I know.
okay.
It's belly,
All right.
not butt dancing.
Sorry. I
So
have to
tuck
like my
everything in,
butt.
shoulders out.
Okay.
And we are going to do a basic move where we lift our left leg and our left foot way off the ground.
Wait, left leg.
And-
Wait, hold on. Which one's my left? Oh, this one. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, the right.
Oh,
No,
right.
right.
My left. You're right. Oh, my God. I'm confused.
Our
Okay,
left.
what are we doing?
Our
Our left?
Okay, and just lift,
You need a
lift the
manicure.
leg and the foot off the ground.
What? Mine. Look, I've got a cute manicure.
And it's all about balance at this point, too. So you
Okay.
don't want to lean over or lean back. Okay. And if it's easier,
Is your leg straight or bent?
your leg is actually straight, but you're tilting your hip
Ooh.
to the side. And if it's easier to balance with your arm out, you can. Okay. And you're just going to go back and forth with your hips. So basically, you're moving your hip and your pelvis in and out, but your leg is out.
All right, I'm moving my hip in and out, and my leg is out. It's like, put your left hand in, put your left
And I won't make you walk. I won't make you walk.
I'm not even listening to you.
Trying to concentrate. Okay.
Someone's misbehaving in class. Wow.
Yeah.
Surprise.
All right, look,
back
I got
and
it.
forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then feel comfortable until you really start moving back and forth, right hip. And then you can switch legs. That one gets tired.
My leg was tired.
Right? Because you're using muscles you're not used to using, right?
Okay,
so now switch with the left, same idea.
Okay.
Right foot flat, and the left foot, when you stick it out, remember your back is straight, shoulders back. You're just going out just a little bit in front of the right foot. That's
Oh, we're not way out. I was
not
way too far
out because then you'll lose the move.
Okay. Sorry, I was busting a move.
Yes, you were.
Left
something.
hip, in and out. So lift your foot off the ground, the toes off the ground, every time you move your hips back and forth.
Are we putting our toes back down?
Yes.
So it touches. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you take and you're like kind of pushing your hip bone forward.
You are. And you bring your foot back down when your hip comes back down. And just to feel comfortable, because when the music starts, you'll notice that you'll be in sync with it.
Okay, so we're going to cue up some music. Mr. Rick, Music Man.
Ready?
Okay, we're going to put some music on. We're going to try this, Christy. You ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Either foot, right or left.
Oh, my God, it's so
Ready?
fast. Ready?
Okay, 1, 2,
No, we can't do it.
3, 4. Okay.
What do you think?
I can't do it.
I'm doing it. Look at me. Woo!
Okay, Christy, put your foot out more in front of the other foot that's flat.
Come on,
and
Christy,
your
let
hips
it fly.
in and out. In and out. There you go.
My right knee is a little bent, right? To keep my balance.
You can bend it slightly if it helps you with the move.
Okay.
It should. It actually will if you bend it a little bit.
I'm having a great time. Look at this. Here, watch me. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Whee! Look at this.
Whoa, Jack.
Oh, come on. That was good.
Okay. Now, feet together and just do a basic shimmy.
Oh, I can shimmy, man.
Okay? Knees and thighs together.
So you're just shaking? Oh, wait. So
your knees.
Okay, wait, no. The basic shimmy.
Knees and
your feet
thighs
are together.
Right. Feet, knees, and thighs touching. And you're starting to shake from the knees and the thighs up to your hips. And just a very slight move right and left.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Shaking.
So we're shimmying and shaking and moving right to left.
Now, once you're comfortable with this shaking the hips back and forth while you're shimmying, you can actually move to the right and to the left by rotating one leg at a time. It's still together.
So your knees are together, your feet are together, and you're just shaking your butt.
Right. And now I'm just trying to move to the right and to the left, and I'm still shimmying, but I'm trying not to move my upper body.
Oh.
Just hips back and forth.
My boobs shake when I do that. Is that supposed to happen?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Do yours? Let me see.
I'm concentrating too much.
Well,
If you want to go faster, you can go into the butt shimmy.
hey, that's pretty good.
There you go. Christy's got it.
Christy's got it.
All right.
See?
It's like flashback.
Look at it. We're craft Barbie. Shimmy, shake. Come on.
There you go.
I don't hear Rick moving, do you?
No. He's making comments, though.
He is. From the peanut gallery over there. Rick, what do you think?
Good. It looks like a lot of work, though.
It is a lot of work.
I could get on the phone. Someone's talking in the office. Hey.
Sorry, was that the crotch phone?
It's a lot harder than it looks.
No, I know.
It is. I'm going to have a little
And you're
flex.
using muscles you've never used before. You think you have, in all different types of aerobics class, you think you've used all your muscles, but you're using muscles you've never used before.
That's
or you
true.
didn't know that you're using them in this way.
Exactly.
And you'll feel it tomorrow if you continue this for about an hour.
Well, and what's amazing, Tracy, is like you don't use your butt muscles. You're using your knees and your feet, like your ankles, like
Right.
to get
And your
that
thighs,
movement.
Your thighs. I'm using my thighs.
And your thighs, definitely.
I don't know. I can't feel my thighs. They went numb a while ago.
Definitely. And if you're feeling brave, you can go up on your tippy toes.
Oh,
And then
I'm feeling brave,
That's
man.
a whole...
And then it works the leg muscles. There you go.
Oh, that's really fun.
And that's a whole different type of Egyptian dance when you're on your tippy toes than when you're flat-footed. Flat-footed is the village, and the dancing on your toes is considered Cairo, Upper Egypt, very elegant. Flat-foot is considered the villages, all those types of dances.
So, Tracy, real quick, I was just wondering, because my grandfather, he was in the Air Force, and part of the time he was stationed in Turkey, and that's when he got into belly dancing, and he would tell me that at the parties, everybody would get up. He's like, the old people, the young people, they would all just belly dance together. For him, it's just a big party thing.
Yes.
I mean, but how different are the different types of belly dancing? Like Turkish versus, like you said, Cairo? Or...
Yes, the Egyptian and the Turkish. The Turkish dancing is very similar to the Greek dancing. The types of moves, they like to get up and they like to get everybody dancing, and they do a lot of hops and jumps. If you'll notice, if you go to a Greek restaurant, they dance around and they hop around and they put their arms around each other and they dance around tables. Turkish dancing is very similar to that.
Gotcha, okay.
But each region has its own dance moves. Pretty much every dance move has a name and a history behind it, pretty much. So there is a huge difference between the Turkish dancing and the Egyptian dancing. And I like to incorporate, when I teach, a little bit of everything, even salsa and Spanish and Arabic, all different types of moves, because I think it makes it more interesting.
So, Tracy, when you say, like, families get up and dance, like little girls, I've seen in my Middle Eastern friends, little girls get up and shake.
Yes.
A lot of times the men don't. Why isn't this popular?
I think it tends to be more, quite honestly, there are some male belly dancers, there are. But quite honestly, I think way back when it just originated as a female dance. And so it's just more common to see females. And that's just the way it's always been.
Well, and I think it's probably true of anything. It's like I'm totally straight, but I love looking at female bodies, especially beautiful ones that dance and move. I mean, there is a beauty to it.
Right.
But if you take, like, Rick.
Hey, nice sandwich.
That was a nice
headscarf on him, and then have him go out and do all these pelvic thrusts. I mean,
they're not going to take me seriously. They're like, who is this clown?
Right. Well, no, entertaining. I would watch.
Entertaining, but sexy, no.
Well, you'd have black socks on and, green shorts or, flip-flops and gum. I don't know. It's just, I think it's a beautiful thing, but you're right. It's probably more beautiful because the female form is beautiful.
Yeah, I think the movements are more fluid on a female body, personally.
I don't have the right kind of hips. It just doesn't look as good. It goes like,
can you do the booty bounce?
And I think when you use the tools, when you use veils and finger symbols, that tends to be a female thing.
Are the symbols, which culture is that?
I believe it started with Egypt as well.
So even do they all kind of do that?
They all use finger symbols.
You know what? I got to take a commercial break. When we're going to talk about finger symbols and other little tchotchkes that go along with belly dancing. When we come back from the break, my name is Sandra Beck. I'm here with Christy Holly and Rick Swanson. For those of you that missed the opening segment, how could you? I know. You need to go directly to Motherhood Talk Radio. You can pick us up on iTunes. You can also pick us up on our host station, TogiNet. When we come back from the break, we are going to have yet another belly dance lesson so that we can know the difference between down-home acting belly dancing and then our highbrow belly dancing.
That's a hoedown.
So we'll do some upper body tests?
Yes.
Mom, here's your show, Motherhood Talk Radio, giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. This is Motherhood Talk Radio, and we'll be right back after these. Connect with Juliana and connect with what lies beneath. Friday afternoons at 4, 3 Central on TogiNet.com. Juliana is a marriage, family, and child therapist who wants people to connect. Connect with what lies beneath, those truths and answers. And through her counseling practice, she has helped others find their personal power and fulfill their dreams. And she wants to do the same for you. Here on Connect with Juliana. Through intimate discussions, intriguing subject matters, and the expertise of her guests. For more on the show and Juliana, check out her webpage, connectwithjuliana.inmedia.com. Juliana will cover it all. Nothing is off limits. She wants to know what matters to you. Make the connection. Tune in to TogiNet to connect with Juliana to find out the facts that could be hidden beneath the surface. Connect with Juliana on TogiNet to make a quality connection in your life. Friday afternoons at 4, 3 Central on TogiNet.com.
In the healthcare industry today, most of us are left in the dark when our doctors talk to us about our health and wellness. It seems that they don't have enough time to be informative and give us the options we deserve. Are you frustrated with today's medical advice as I am?
Join the Medical Insider with Danny Walker and Dr. Richard Powell as they discuss the insider look at various therapies, medications, supplements, and much, much more. We will bring you the cutting-edge information regarding your healthcare and how you can take control of your healthcare decisions by not being fooled but being informed. Danny Walker and Dr. Richard Powell will be joined by experts in various fields throughout the healthcare industry, and they'll uncover the information that you should know about when it comes time to making those crucial decisions.
Don't be fooled. Be informed with the Medical Insider every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central.
Welcome back to Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues. For more information, check out the website, motherhoodtalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the show with your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas, this is Sandra Beck, and Christy Holly has gone AWOL. Oh, here comes the jingles. We are having our belly dance show. I don't know if you can hear the shimmy, shake, jingle, pop in the back. We have had a lot of fun this show. We have a guest named Tracy Costan who has been teaching us how to belly dance. It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not.
Do you find that, like, when you shake one way, part of your body shakes the other way?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
That is normal, especially in the beginning. So,
My Lord, like things are going every which way.
Well, she's like, you put your feet together, kind of bend and lock your knees, and then she's like, shimmy, shake kind of thing. But I'm working on trying not to shake the boobs.
Yeah.
Are they shaking?
No, not too bad.
Not too bad. How about no?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. All right, well, we figured out the bottom part.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, feet together, knees low down, and then kind of shake the booty. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Look at me, look at me. You have to do the look at me.
I am looking at you.
No, I want you to.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Then say, look at me.
I don't want to do sound effects.
Look at me.
and basically that's what you want people to see or your hips. You're trying to say, look at me, look at my hips.
See? Look at me.
We don't have to say it out loud. Like,
look at me, look at me.
Well, okay, but it's talk radio.
I know.
So we do have to, I guess we have to say, look at me, listen to me, look at my booty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to learn what to do with our upper body, our carriage, as we talk about it in ballet or boobs, like they're saying. Tracy, what do we do with our boobs?
All right, so for upper chest movements, upper body movements, again, we want to keep our feet together and our posture. Remember, you tuck your butt in, shoulders out, tuck the pelvis in, and we're going to just start with moving our rib cage without moving our lower body. So keep your feet together and put your arms out. It might be easier. Arms
I cannot stand in front of Christy. We already learned that in Zoom.
No,
so I'm going to go back up.
Please stagger. Okay.
Thank you, Tracy. Okay, so we're doing this with our arms.
The side,
okay, so we're doing like a little wave motion with the arms.
You can do the arms and the rib cage. So it's just the rib cage back and forth.
Okay, so it goes from, so it's like going from side to side.
Side to side with the rib cage.
Rick, am I doing it right?
Left.
Does it look like? I look robotic?
Right.
Yes. That's your question? No.
Get the rib cage comfortable, loosen it up so that you can start moving your chest and just your chest in a figure eight motion, which is not really up and down. It's more like a circular motion with your ribs and your chest.
I'm going to need tassels if I'm going to do this.
That's different.
That's a different deal. There you go.
Figure eight.
There you go. So, and then if you want to go up and down with your chest, you just basically lift your chest up and down with little muscles that are right in the center of both.
I don't know if I have muscles there. They might have atrophied from breastfeeding. Okay.
That's always good to hear.
And then up and down. And
okay,
all
this
around.
is single hottie talk radio. This is Motherhood Talk Radio. Right. These are
you can
things
go
we
up
cover.
and down. You can go all around with just
off
a circular motion. As again, you're using right in between the boobs that little. There's a
I can't tell if I'm moving up or lower.
There's a little muscle there.
I'm just feeling fluid.
So that's why it's good to get your rib cage going first.
Okay.
Get your rib cage going.
I'm going to stand in front of you now.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got your, let's see.
Okay, and keep the legs together, still rib cage, and you're just going right and left, and then when you feel comfortable, add the chest. And the chest, if you feel more comfortable, you can go up and down with the chest,
I'm going to do the figure eights, man.
Okay.
Look at me.
Or you can do the figure eight circular motion with your chest. And this is for this sensual, slow move. They use these a lot for floor, if you're going to go
Okay,
on the floor.
so you're putting your foot back and you're doing like a lunge.
Right, so you pretend you're lunging, but you're going down slowly.
Okay, Christy,
Don't lose your balance.
You're going wild.
Don't lose your hips.
Man down, man down.
There she goes again. Okay. All right, we should have pinned that.
Sorry,
okay.
yeah, Christy just lost her hip scarf again.
So if you can,
big lunge. Yeah, we don't want to. Oh,
balance.
Wow. So
right foot back if you can, balance, and if you can, do the circular motion with your chest, going
motion,
up and down, and then you can start doing your floor moves if you were going to do like some sensual, slow floor dancing, floor moves. A lot of tribal dancers do a lot of floor work.
Like, do they actually get on the floor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And they can arch their backs, and they're very strong dancers.
Okay.
They're called
I'm a very strong dancer. I'm powerful. Do I have to do like a plank?
You can do anything you want.
I know
Christy likes the Egyptian head, where you put your arm up over your head and you move your neck back and forth.
Yeah, I like
and do a little Egyptian head.
Okay, I'm never going to pass as an Egyptian.
So neck back and forth. See, isolate head, chest, pelvis. So you've already isolated 3 different things today. So pelvis, the hips.
Oh, could do that.
And the chest, and the neck.
And the
neck back and forth.
That looks like the girl thing that's like, what you talking about, girlfriend? Like that stupid white girl. That thing with our head.
The attitude, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're going to try this again. We're going to put some more music on.
Okay.
Now, we're going to combine. Tracy.
Okay.
We can do this, right?
Yes.
We can combine.
Yes, you've learned 4 dance moves, basically. This is already a dance right in itself. You've got 4 different moves. This is a dance. So if you were asked to go to a restaurant and dance right now, you know 4 moves.
Oh, man. From different countries, too. I am so global. I am so global. And I'm going to bring in the American booty bounce.
Well, okay, there you go.
Oh, come on. At least I kept my hip scarf on.
Yeah. Yes. Poor Christy.
Poor Christy. Christy had a hip scarf accident twice. All right, so we're going to put some music on. Now, Rick is going to give play-by-play of what he sees us doing.
Yes, since he's not wearing the hip scarf.
He's not going to wear a hip scarf. We're going to call him on the carpet. I'm going to put the phone down. Christy, you're going to put the phone down for a minute. Oh. Tracy, you're going to advise us as we go. Here we go, girls.
He's going to choose some really difficult music, of course.
Is this too difficult?
No, I'm kidding. Okay. So knees together again. Tuck in your butt. Shoulders back for the straight back. Okay. Shimmy. Very good.
A lot of shimmying.
Get comfortable.
I'm a stupid white girl.
Cute girls.
Oh, there you go. Good answer. Good answer. So now we're gonna add our chest and our rib cage. So our rib cage, right and left, right and left, and you're still shimmying. This is a trick to be able to shimmy.
The cardio portion.
Shimmy, rib cage.
I'm not coordinating.
And
look at her boobs doing that thing.
And then you're doing the circular motion with your chest. And now try and you can stop shimmying and try and go down on one leg, the lunge.
Now we're going toward the floor here. Hold your breath.
And do the same thing. Do the same. Don't shimmy down here. Just do the same rib cage. And Test shimmy. Very good. You can do, both of you can do that.
Yeah, that's all.
There you go. You can do it.
This is natural.
Well, yeah. There you go.
You're on your knees? Oh, my God.
There you go. Okay.
Look at me. I can take it both.
And now Egyptian arms, Egyptian head. Right? Neck, back and forth. And now get up slowly. Back to feet together. Back to shimmying. And then the very first move we did with the stick the leg out so you can move your hip back and forth. So right foot is moving back and forth. You're lifting the legs, the whole right leg and hip and pelvis. Balancing yourself.
This is actually a really good workout, too. I can feel it.
You only got to do this for 3 more minutes, so.
Oh, my God. You're kidding me, right?
Okay.
Cardio dance.
So go back.
Wow, look at Tracy. Tracy's butt is going 20 miles an hour.
And what you should be able to do is walk with it. Just
that's so cool.
Lift the foot, flat-footed, real close together the feet, and just walk. Okay?
All right.
And this is a flat-footed basic shimmy.
Here, let me look at your butt, Christy. Hey, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it's hard to shimmy and walk.
It is.
Let's see. Yeah.
It is, but you got to be able to move. When they call you out on stage, you got to move it.
How does mine look?
Very good. Very, very good. And
really? Does it move?
She's doing it harder with the tippy toes.
Well, I can't walk flat-footed. Too many years in high heels. I don't know that.
Right.
We went to Zach's preschool graduation, and I fell because I was walking in flats. Yeah.
So basically, just keep on moving back and forth, hips. If you can walk with it.
Can you turn? Can you go in a circle?
You can turn. Actually, with this move that I taught you, where you keep your left foot flat and your right foot out, and you turn, you can actually turn, you're just pivoting your left foot.
So you're leading with your hip, too?
You are when you're pivoting.
Oh, and you get that nice, satisfying jingle on your scarf.
Yes. And you can switch legs when you get tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm dead.
Cue to cut the music.
Cue to cut the music. Oxygen stat. That was really fun. Well, you know what, Christy? It is a good workout. I mean, I am winded. Are you sweating?
Yeah, I have moisture.
I have moisture.
That's a nice way of saying it.
I'm almost there. But I got to tell you, the principle, Tracy, I think, is isolation, what I'm hearing from this class today. When you do the top, your head stays still, your hips, a little bit of movement, but the focus is on your chest.
Right.
Then when you're doing your little shimmy thing, then the focus is really on your hips and your pelvic region.
Or my teacher that taught me will say that the hardest part of the dance are the arms, because you never want to have your arms down by your side. You need to have them out, and it's hard because they get tired. That's why it's good to hold a veil or a prop in your hand. But basically, with your arms, when you're dancing, you want to have people look at, you're saying with your hands, look at my hips, with your hands.
So look at me isn't a bad thing.
Right. But it's hard to learn the music, learn the dance moves, and do the arms, and hold a veil. It's very complicated stuff.
Tracy, you were a fantastic guest today. I had so much fun. Christy, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
How about you, Rick? Did you have a good time?
I did. It was very entertaining.
Three girls, shimmy belly belly, shimmy belly belly, shimmy belly belly. We will have another dance show coming up in a couple of months. I think we're going to have to use the Cuban thing, so we're going to have to dress like Cubans.
Okay.
Big tobacco wrapper. My name is Sandra Beck. I'm the host of Motherhood Talk Radio, along with Christy Holly, Rick Swanson. Our guest today was Acton belly dancing specialist Tracy Costan. You were so much fun. Thank you for giving us these wonderful, wonderful lessons.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for being a part of Motherhood Talk Radio with Sandra Beck and Christy Holly on TogiNet.com. Join us every Tuesday as we